Hello there and welcome back to Karl and Debbie Trains. This is Cattington update number 65. Got a brand new locomotive to show you. I've got some little bits around the layout I've just made some improvements on, and we got the results of the poll that I put out on the community post. So, see you in a minute. Right then, so about 2 or 3 weeks ago I put out a post on the community tab. I appreciate not all of you would have seen that because of the way it's been distributed. Stick around and hopefully I'll do a few more in the future. But basically I was just wondering about my audience and kind of like what layouts you have and this kind of thing. So I asked the question, do you have a layout or do you have more than one layout? And we've got 14 results, as you can see here. And for none, I didn't get any results. I got, for the question none, but are you planning on some? I got 7% of you agreed to that. Then I've got another one saying, have you got a fixed layout? And this was the highest one at 64% people had that. Do you have an exhibition layout? I've got no polls on that. Then my final one is, do you have more than one fixed or exhibition layout? And for that I got 29%. And there was an additional post that I had, I forget who it was, please forgive me, but he mentioned that he had 5 layouts, I believe, and he was thinking about doing number 6, which totally blows me out of the water, which is amazing. So please keep an eye out for those kind of posts. I will be doing more of them. I'm curious to know what the audience is like and just kind of general feel of the model railway industry as a whole. So thanks for the posts. Thanks for the subscriptions, thanks for the comments, very, very much appreciated. So now let's take a look at that new locomotive I've got. Okay, hello all. I've got a new locomotive to show you today. And if I bring her in the right way, you'll be able to see it. So as you can see, this is a class 14, otherwise known as a teddy bear. It's Helgian. Yeah, just checking the box. It is Helgian, and this was a gift from a dear friend of mine, Nick, who's given me this out of the goodness of his heart, and it was my birthday. The good news is she is a beautiful runner, which is always a relief whenever you get a new locomotive nowadays, because you just don't know. She has no trouble with my express points. So, the Class 14s, otherwise known as teddy bears, the diesel hydraulic locomotives, they were built in the 1960s, and there's 56 of them built, originally designed for freight, but mostly like short distance freight. But because of the cab, that centre cab, a bit like the Class 7, like that, a bit like the Class 7, she's got a cab that makes it really versatile, so you can see in both directions really well. Some of the other diesels less so because of the long noses. I set up a wagon to do a couple test. So, just moving her on, switch for points. This piece of card here is because this track's on a slightly downward slope and I couldn't get the wagon to stay up there, so I've had to put this in to level the track off. That's the only reason it's there. I don't know what I'm going to do long term, but it works for today. So there, you can't tell from this angle, so let's pull you in. They are a little bit low, so they are struggling to connect. So see the old droopy coupling scenario. Maybe I can do something with that, maybe I can't, I don't know. You have to fit the couplings on yourself when you get them, they're in the box, but that's perfectly fine. But as you can see, she's absolutely fantastic. So I'm just on the outside of the layout here, where we've got the vicarage and kind of farmhouse over here. we've got some new additions, which are these sweet little beehives, as you can see there. So these are 3D printed, and they're by Scenic 3D, which we've had before. Let's do it that way. Scenic3D.co.uk. So they produced them, they're on their website, but a friend of mine, Steve, he painted them and got them over to me, and I think they absolutely look adorable. So thanks again, Steve, and thanks Jeff at Scenic3D.co.uk. Right, another small, tiny update I've done is in the car park area next to the station. I wanted to add some extra detail in here, so I've added this little bike rack. So it's like little paving slabs you can slide your bike in. The tricky thing is we're getting the bikes to stay upright. I still need to like glue it down a little bit, make it a little bit more in place, then put some foliage around it. But it's something, and it helps like change the look of the car park a little bit.